Hey beer and brew fans, and welcome to Something About Beer. Today we are going to review the New England IPA that I made a few weeks ago, and here it is. It's been in the keg now for about 2 weeks, carbonated up pretty well I think, so I thought I'd do a very short video on reviewing it. So let's go in with the aroma. Citrus, grapefruity, I'm getting in there definitely. Slight malt. The malt isn't coming through that much, but it's definitely there in the background. A lot of citrus for sure. Also, there's a hint of pine in the background as well. If you remember, the hops that I used were Pacific Sunrise, which throws quite some stone fruit aromas, and also some floral and citrus. And then there was Cascade, which of course is pine and floral, some grapefruit, and Chinook, very piney and grapefruity. And I'm getting a mix of those, not getting so much stone fruit. There is something there, but the pine is coming through as well. Yeah, so it's smelling quite fruity, with definitely an edge of pine in there. But so on to the taste. Let's give it a go. Yeah, citrus, grapefruit is there, quite prominent actually on the palate. There is also some pine coming through on the palate as well. A hint of other fruits in there, maybe that stone fruit from the Pacific Sunrise. Not really getting much floral, but it's quite a citrus, quite a citrus forward beer, and the grapefruit is there. The pine comes in slightly afterwards as well. It's quite yeah, it's pretty much like a kind of an old school West Coast IPA. With the flavours, they're pleasant, they work well, and the more you drink, the pine is taking over a little bit, and the bitterness is there, but I prefer a smoother bitterness. This is, I wouldn't say harsh, but it's biting. You know what you'd expect from probably a West Coast IPA, an old school West Coast. I mean, the beer's nice. If I were to brew this exact beer again, and I may do so, I may perhaps drop the Chinook from the dry hop, maybe, just to soften it off a little bit. But overall, it's a nice beer. The mouthfeel is nice. It's got that full-bodied feeling that you would expect from a New England IPA. The colour is nice. It's nice and light, and you know, a nice straw colour, almost orange, not quite orange, but getting there. And yeah, overall it's good. It's carbonated well actually. I would yeah, I definitely brew this again. As I said, I would probably drop the Chinook from the dry hop to soften it a little bit, and maybe up the Pacific Sunrise to bring some more of that stone fruit through, which may also soften the overall flavour of the beer from a fruit perspective, and certainly reduce that bitey bitterness, let's say. Yeah, so very happy with it. I can't imagine this lasting long in the keg, because it is quite nice. I may even bottle some and put some in the fridge just to see how that fares up in the bottle for a couple of weeks. But thanks for joining. And if you like what we're doing here at Something About Beer, please subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a lot. And don't forget to ring that bell to make sure you get alerted to new content that we're putting out. So thanks again. Until next time, cheers.